Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the Islamic Shahada channel. Japan, a nation celebrated for its technological advancements and rich cultural heritage, is experiencing a profound yet understated transformation. Over the past 3 decades, the Muslim population in Japan has surged nearly tenfold, from approximately 30,000 in the early 1990s to an estimated 350,000 by 2025. This growth is not merely numerical. It signifies a deeper cultural shift in a society traditionally dominated by Shinto and Buddhist beliefs. The expansion of Islam in Japan is evident in the proliferation of mosques across the country. From the historic Kobe Mosque, established in 1935, to the modern Tokyo Mosque, completed in 2000, these places of worship serve as cultural and spiritual hubs for the Muslim community. In 2025, Japan boasts nearly 150 mosques, reflecting the growing presence and acceptance of Islam. A significant aspect of this growth is the increasing number of Japanese converts to Islam. Individuals like Saki Takao, a 26-year-old high school teacher, have embraced the faith, symbolizing a blend of traditional Japanese identity and Islamic beliefs. Their stories highlight a personal quest for spiritual fulfillment and a desire to connect with a global community. This phenomenon prompts a compelling question: why are more Japanese individuals turning to Islam in an era characterized by rapid technological advancements and societal changes? The answer lies in a combination of factors, including the search for deeper meaning, the appeal of Islamic principles, and the influence of global connectivity. As Japan continues to evolve, Islam's quiet yet steady growth reflects a broader trend of cultural exchange and spiritual exploration. Japan, renowned for its technological prowess and rich cultural heritage, is witnessing a quiet yet significant demographic shift. Over the past 3 decades, the Muslim population in Japan has experienced remarkable growth, reflecting a broader trend of increasing religious diversity in the country. Japan does not conduct official religious censuses, making precise figures elusive. However, estimates provide insight into this evolving landscape. According to Professor Hirofumi Taneda of Waseda University, the Muslim population in Japan was approximately 230,000 in 2022. This figure represents a significant increase from previous years, indicating a steady rise in the number of Muslims residing in Japan. The growth of the Muslim community in Japan is also evident in the expansion of mosques across the nation. From just 15 mosques in 1999, the number has surged to over 133 by 2023. This increase in religious infrastructure underscores the growing presence and acceptance of Islam in Japanese society. Despite comprising approximately 0.2% of the total population, the Muslim community in Japan is experiencing a dynamic transformation. Factors such as immigration, interfaith marriages, and conversions contribute to this growth, reshaping the cultural and religious fabric of the nation. This phenomenon prompts a critical question: why are more Japanese individuals embracing Islam in an era characterized by rapid technological advancements and societal changes? Understanding the underlying factors driving this trend is essential for comprehending the evolving religious landscape of Japan. The history of Islam in Japan is deeply intertwined with the stories of 2 iconic mosques, Kobe Mosque and Tokyo Kami. These establishments not only serve as places of worship, but also as symbols of resilience, cultural exchange, and the enduring spirit of the Muslim community in Japan. Kobe Mosque, established in 1935, holds the distinction of being the first mosque in Japan. Its construction was initiated by Indian Muslim traders and supported by the Japanese government, reflecting a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. Designed by Czech architect Jan Josef Schwager, the mosque features Indo-Islamic architecture with a large dome and 2 minarets, making it a distinctive landmark in the city. The mosque's resilience is legendary, During World War II, it survived the devastating Allied bombing raids of 1945, earning it the nickname Miracle Mosque. Remarkably, it also withstood the Great Hanshin earthquake of 1995, which caused widespread destruction in Kobe. Its survival through these calamities is attributed to its robust construction and the unwavering dedication of its community. Tokyo Kami, located in the Shibuya district, stands as the largest mosque in Japan. Its origins trace back to 1938, when Tatar and Bashkir Muslim immigrants, who had fled the Russian Revolution, established a mosque and school in Tokyo. These immigrants, primarily from the Kazan region, were among the first Muslim communities to settle permanently in Japan. The original structure faced severe structural damage over the decades, leading to its demolition in 1986. With support from Turkey's Directorate of Religious Affairs, a new mosque was constructed in 2000. Designed in the Ottoman architectural style by architect Hilmi Şenalp, Tokyo Kami features a grand dome, a towering minaret, and intricate tile work, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the Turkish community. The Tatar immigrants played a pivotal role in introducing Islam to Japan. Their establishment of mosques and schools laid the foundation for the Muslim community in the country. Beyond religious practices, they contributed to cultural exchanges, introducing Islamic art, literature, and traditions to Japanese society. Their legacy continues to influence the Muslim identity in Japan, fostering a sense of community and belonging among Muslims in the country. Japan, a nation often celebrated for its technological innovations, ancient traditions, and homogeneous culture, is quietly witnessing a profound spiritual transformation. Over the past few decades, Islam has steadily gained recognition, particularly among native Japanese who are choosing to embrace the faith. While official religious censuses do not exist in Japan, reliable estimates indicate that approximately 46,000 to 50,000 Japanese citizens have converted to Islam by 2025. This figure, though representing only around 0.2% of the national population, signifies a subtle yet meaningful shift in the religious and cultural landscape of the country. Several interrelated factors motivate Japanese individuals to embrace Islam. Intercultural marriages remain one of the most common pathways. Japanese citizens marrying Muslim partners often find themselves exploring Islam as a bridge between cultural understanding and shared spiritual values. Beyond marriage, many are drawn to Islam's structure, ethical framework, and emphasis on personal accountability. In a fast-paced society where existential questions are frequently raised, Islam provides a sense of spiritual depth, discipline, and clarity of purpose. Its rituals, from daily prayers to Ramadan fasting, offer tangible frameworks for living a meaningful life, appealing particularly to young Japanese seeking grounding amidst modern societal pressures. One of the most evocative stories of conversion is that of Saki Takao, a 26-year-old high school teacher from Osaka. On her birthday in 2024, Saki recited the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith, marking her formal entry into Islam. Symbolically, she wore a traditional pink kimono during the ceremony, a gesture that blended her Japanese identity with her new faith. Her story represents the deeply personal nature of conversion, where cultural heritage and spiritual evolution coexist harmoniously. Saki's journey also demonstrates how Islam in Japan is not an imported identity, but a lived experience integrated into daily life. Similarly, Ali Hiroaki Kawanishi exemplifies the intellectual and scholarly dimension of conversion. Formerly a student of Christian theology at Doshisha University in Kyoto, Kawanishi's encounter with Islamic texts sparked a profound spiritual and academic curiosity. He subsequently converted to Islam and relocated to Germany to pursue advanced studies in Islamic theology, focusing on Kalam, Islamic scholastic theology. His path highlights a growing trend among Japanese converts who are drawn to Islam not only as a spiritual refuge, but as a rigorous intellectual pursuit, reflecting the faith's rich tradition of scholarship and reasoned debate. The increasing number of Japanese converts is subtly reshaping the cultural fabric of Japan. These individuals serve as bridges between traditional Japanese values and Islamic teachings, promoting intercultural dialogue and fostering communities that embrace diversity. Many converts are actively participating in Japanese Islamic associations, educational programs, and halal industries, contributing to greater visibility and understanding of Muslim life in Japan. The growth of mosques, Islamic schools, and cultural centers further underscores the integration of Islam into Japanese society, providing spaces where converts can practice their faith openly while maintaining their cultural identity. For many Japanese converts, Islam answers a modern existential quest. In a society often characterized by secularism and rapid technological advancement, the structured spirituality of Islam offers a tangible framework for ethical living, mindfulness, and communal belonging. Daily prayers, salah, fasting during Ramadan, and engagement with the global Muslim community instill a sense of continuity and purpose, countering feelings of isolation or cultural fragmentation. This trend suggests that Japan's Muslim population will likely continue to grow, driven by both domestic conversions and the arrival of immigrants who find a welcoming and supportive environment in an increasingly pluralistic society. The wave of Japanese conversions to Islam is multifaceted, reflecting personal, spiritual, intellectual, and cultural dimensions. From heartfelt stories like that of Saki Takao to academic journeys such as Ali Hiroaki Kawanishi's, these narratives highlight Islam's growing relevance in contemporary Japan. While still a minority, the impact of this community extends beyond numbers. It enriches Japan's cultural landscape, encourages dialogue across faiths, and exemplifies a global trend of individuals seeking meaningful spiritual pathways in an increasingly complex world. As Japan moves toward greater cultural openness and globalization, the presence and influence of its Muslim converts are poised to become an enduring aspect of the nation's evolving identity. In October 2010, a significant breach of privacy occurred when 114 internal documents from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department were leaked online. These documents exposed a comprehensive surveillance program targeting Japan's Muslim community, encompassing mosques, halal restaurants, Islamic organizations, and even private residences. The files contained detailed personal information, including names, physical descriptions, personal relationships, and the mosques individuals attended under a section labeled Suspicions. The surveillance program, initiated in the early 2000s, was reportedly a response to global security concerns following the 9/11 attacks. The Japanese government, through its Public Security Intelligence Agency, justified these measures as necessary to prevent potential terrorist activities. However, the indiscriminate nature of the surveillance raised significant human rights concerns as it targeted individuals based solely on their religious affiliation. In the wake of the leak, 17 Muslim plaintiffs filed a lawsuit against the Tokyo Metropolitan Police, challenging the legality of the surveillance program. They argued that the extensive monitoring violated their constitutional rights to privacy and freedom of religion. However, the Tokyo District Court ruled in favor of the police, stating that the surveillance was a necessary and unavoidable measure for national security. This decision was upheld by the Tokyo High Court and ultimately by Japan's Supreme Court in May 2016, which dismissed the final appeal, thereby legitimizing the surveillance practices. The court's decision and the public exposure of the surveillance program had profound effects on Japan's Muslim community. Many individuals reported feelings of fear and mistrust, both within their communities and towards law enforcement. The extensive monitoring led to a chilling effect, where Muslims became wary of engaging in religious practices or community activities due to concerns about being watched or labeled as security threats. Despite these challenges, the situation also fostered a sense of solidarity among Muslims in Japan. Community leaders and activists organized forums and discussions to address the implications of the surveillance and to advocate for the protection of civil liberties. These efforts highlighted the resilience of the Muslim community and their commitment to upholding their rights in the face of adversity. The surveillance of Muslims in Japan must be understood within the broader context of global security measures implemented after the 9/11 attacks. Many countries, including the United States, adopted policies that disproportionately targeted Muslim communities under the guise of counterterrorism efforts. These policies often led to racial profiling, increased surveillance, and infringements on civil liberties. In Japan, the post-9/11 era saw a heightened focus on national security, which translated into increased scrutiny of Muslim individuals and institutions. The 2010 document leak in Japan serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between national security and individual rights. While governments have a responsibility to protect their citizens, it is crucial that such measures do not infringe upon fundamental freedoms. The experiences of Japan's Muslim community underscore the importance of transparency, accountability, and respect for human rights in the formulation and implementation of security policies. Japan's deeply ingrained cremation culture, with over 99.9% of deceased individuals undergoing cremation, presents significant challenges for the country's growing Muslim population. Islamic burial practices, which mandate burial without cremation and specific positioning of the body, are at odds with Japanese traditions. This cultural divergence has led to tensions in regions like Kyushu, Miyagi, and Oita, where attempts to establish Muslim cemeteries have faced local opposition. In Miyagi Prefecture, plans for a Muslim cemetery have encountered resistance, with approximately 1,200 objections from residents. Concerns have been raised about potential health hazards and environmental impacts, such as groundwater contamination. Despite these objections, Governor Yoshihiro Murai has emphasized the necessity of the project, citing Japan's labor shortages and declining population as reasons to support the establishment of a Muslim burial site. Similarly, in Oita Prefecture, a proposed cemetery in Hiji has faced challenges. Although initial plans were approved, newly elected Mayor Tetsuya Abe refused to sell the designated land, citing concerns over groundwater contamination. This decision has led to frustration among local Muslim communities, who view the lack of burial options as a denial of their religious rights. Despite the challenges, some local leaders advocate for multicultural coexistence. In Miyagi, Governor Murai has expressed a commitment to proceeding with the cemetery project, emphasizing its importance for the Muslim community and the broader goal of fostering a diverse society. Similarly, in Oita, Professor Khan Muhammad Tahir Abbas, head of the Beppu Muslim Association, has been a vocal proponent of establishing a cemetery, viewing it as essential for the dignity and rights of Muslim residents. The lack of Muslim cemeteries in Japan underscores the need for a national policy that accommodates the burial practices of religious minorities. Currently, only about 10 Muslim cemeteries exist nationwide, and many Muslim families are forced to transport remains across prefectures to find suitable burial sites. Establishing clear guidelines and support at the national level could help resolve conflicts and ensure that all residents have the right to bury their dead according to their faith. Japan's struggle to accommodate Muslim burial practices highlights broader issues of cultural integration and religious tolerance. While challenges persist, the efforts of local leaders and communities demonstrate a commitment to fostering a more inclusive society. Addressing these issues through dialogue, education, and policy development is essential for Japan to navigate the complexities of multicultural coexistence in the 21st century. In the aftermath of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, Japan's mosques emerged as pivotal centers of humanitarian aid and interfaith cooperation, demonstrating resilience and compassion in the face of disaster. Notably, the Sendai Mosque, also known as the Islamic Cultural Center of Sendai, played a crucial role in providing immediate relief to affected communities. Situated in one of the hardest-hit areas, the mosque transformed into a bustling hub for disaster response, offering shelter, meals, and essential services to both Muslim and non-Muslim residents. Halal kitchens were set up to ensure dietary needs were met, and volunteers coordinated efforts to distribute supplies and assist evacuees. This inclusive approach not only alleviated immediate suffering, but also fostered a sense of unity among diverse groups during a time of crisis. The role of mosques in disaster response is not an isolated incident. Throughout Japan, Islamic centers have consistently stepped forward during emergencies, offering their facilities and resources to support affected populations. For instance, during the 1995 Great Hanshin earthquake, the Kobe Mosque provided shelter and aid to displaced individuals, regardless of their religious affiliations. Similarly, in more recent events, mosques have served as evacuation shelters, providing safe havens and essential services to those in need. These actions underscore the potential of mosques to function as effective evacuation shelters, especially for foreign Muslims who may face challenges in conventional shelters due to cultural and dietary differences. Studies have highlighted that mosques are equipped with facilities such as prayer spaces, kitchens, and communal areas, making them suitable venues for disaster response. Their established networks and community trust further enhance their capacity to mobilize resources and coordinate relief efforts swiftly. The collaborative efforts of mosques during disasters exemplify the power of interfaith solidarity. By opening their doors to all, regardless of background, these institutions promote inclusivity and mutual respect. Such initiatives not only address immediate humanitarian needs, but also contribute to long-term social cohesion and understanding among diverse communities. In a world increasingly characterized by cultural diversity, the example set by Japan's mosques serves as a beacon of hope and a model for disaster response worldwide. Japan has witnessed a significant transformation in its tourism and consumer sectors, driven by the increasing influx of Muslim travelers and the growing demand for halal products and services. This shift has prompted both public and private sectors to adapt, aiming to provide a more inclusive experience for Muslim visitors. The lead-up to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics marked a pivotal moment for Japan's engagement with the Muslim travel market. Anticipating a rise in Muslim visitors, the Japanese government and local businesses began implementing measures to accommodate Islamic practices. This included establishing halal-certified restaurants, prayer spaces in airports and shopping malls, and offering Muslim-friendly accommodations. These initiatives were part of a broader strategy to enhance Japan's appeal as a destination for Muslim tourists. Cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka have seen a proliferation of halal eateries, particularly in areas frequented by international tourists. These establishments offer a range of cuisines, from traditional Japanese dishes to international fare, all prepared in accordance with halal dietary laws. Additionally, facilities such as prayer rooms and halal-certified hotels have become more prevalent, ensuring that Muslim travelers have access to the amenities they require. The Japan National Tourism Organization, JNTO, has also developed resources to assist Muslim visitors, including guides to halal restaurants and mosques. Despite the progress, Japan faces challenges in standardizing halal certification. The country lacks a centralized halal certification authority, leading to the existence of over 30 different halal certification bodies, each with its own standards and procedures. This fragmentation can create confusion for consumers and businesses alike, potentially undermining trust in the certification process. Efforts are ongoing to streamline these standards and establish a more cohesive system. For instance, the Japan Halal Association provides guidelines to ensure that products and services meet halal requirements. The halal economy in Japan encompasses various sectors, including food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and tourism. The halal food market, in particular, is poised for growth, driven by increasing demand from Muslim-majority countries and the anticipated influx of Muslim tourists for upcoming international events. This growth presents opportunities for Japanese businesses to expand their reach and cater to a new consumer base. However, to capitalize on these opportunities, companies must navigate the complexities of halal certification and ensure that their products and services align with Islamic principles. As Japan continues to embrace halal tourism and the halal economy, it is essential for stakeholders to collaborate in addressing the challenges and leveraging the opportunities presented by this growing market. Standardizing halal certification, enhancing infrastructure, and promoting cultural understanding will be key to ensuring the sustainable development of halal tourism in Japan. With the right strategies in place, Japan can position itself as a leading destination for Muslim travelers, offering a harmonious blend of tradition, innovation, and inclusivity. Japan's Muslim community is experiencing a generational shift, with a growing number of Japanese-born Muslims navigating the complexities of dual identity, balancing their Japanese heritage with Islamic faith. This emerging generation faces unique challenges in educational settings, particularly concerning halal dietary needs, religious attire, and observance of Islamic practices such as fasting during Ramadan. However, they are also at the forefront of initiatives to foster greater understanding and integration within Japanese society. Muslim students in Japan often encounter difficulties in public schools due to the lack of accommodations for religious practices. For instance, traditional school lunches may not align with halal dietary requirements, compelling Muslim students to bring meals from home. Moreover, the absence of private spaces for prayer and the challenge of wearing hijabs in schools can lead to feelings of exclusion. Some schools have begun to address these issues by providing halal meal options and designated prayer areas, but such initiatives remain limited and inconsistent across the country. The experience of holding dual identities, being Japanese and Muslim, can be both enriching and challenging. While Japanese society is generally known for its respect for cultural diversity, the visibility of Islam remains relatively low, which can lead to misunderstandings and stereotypes. Japanese Muslim youth often engage in intercultural exchange programs to deepen their understanding of Islamic culture and strengthen their sense of belonging to the global Muslim community. These programs emphasize the importance of dialogue, tahawur, and mutual understanding, ta'ahi, fostering connections between Japanese youth and Muslim communities abroad. University campuses in Japan serve as hubs for Muslim students to express their religious identity and promote cultural awareness. Organizations such as the Muslim Student Association Japan, MSAJ, and the Tohoku University Muslim Cultural Association, TUMCA, play pivotal roles in organizing events, providing support, and educating both Muslim and non-Muslim students about Islam. These groups facilitate activities like Islamic cultural festivals, interfaith dialogues, and community service projects, contributing to a more inclusive campus environment. Beyond academic institutions, community-based organizations and mosques offer religious education and support to Muslim youth. These centers provide Quranic studies, Arabic language courses, and Islamic teachings, helping young Muslims maintain their faith and cultural practices. Additionally, they serve as safe spaces for youth to discuss their experiences and challenges, fostering a sense of community and belonging. The new generation of Japanese Muslims is poised to bridge cultural divides and contribute to a more inclusive society. By advocating for religious accommodations in schools, participating in intercultural exchanges, and engaging in community service, they are actively shaping a future where diversity is celebrated. Continued efforts to promote understanding and respect for Islamic practices will be essential in ensuring that Muslim youth in Japan can thrive both academically and socially. Japan's media landscape has undergone a significant transformation in its portrayal of Islam, shifting from a focus on security issues to a more nuanced representation that highlights cultural integration and daily life. This evolution reflects broader societal changes and a growing recognition of Islam as an integral part of Japan's multicultural tapestry. Historically, Japanese media often depicted Islam through the lens of security, influenced by global events such as the 9/11 attacks and subsequent geopolitical developments. Coverage was typically centered on issues like terrorism and extremism, contributing to a perception of Islam as a distant and foreign religion. However, recent years have seen a shift towards more positive and inclusive narratives. Media outlets now regularly feature stories about Ramadan celebrations, halal food markets, and Islamic cultural events, reflecting a broader acceptance and curiosity about Islamic traditions. One of the most visible manifestations of this change is the celebration of Ramadan in Japan. Tokyo Kami, the largest mosque in Japan, has become a focal point for both Muslims and non-Muslims during the holy month. The mosque hosts public iftar dinners, inviting people from all backgrounds to experience the communal spirit of breaking fast together. These events often feature Turkish and Middle Eastern cuisines, offering a unique culinary experience that introduces Japanese attendees to Islamic hospitality and traditions. The participation of non-Muslim Japanese citizens in these events indicates a growing interest and acceptance of Islamic practices in the country. The halal food sector in Japan has also seen significant growth, driven by both the resident Muslim population and an increasing number of Muslim tourists. Restaurants, supermarkets, and even karaoke establishments are now offering halal-certified options to cater to this demand. This expansion reflects a broader trend of cultural integration, where Islamic dietary laws are respected and accommodated in mainstream Japanese society. Moreover, Islamic cultural elements are gradually being incorporated into Japanese pop culture, with references to Islamic art, music, and fashion appearing in various media forms. Japan's media landscape has undergone a significant transformation in its portrayal of Islam, shifting from a focus on security issues to a more nuanced representation that highlights cultural integration and daily life. This evolution reflects broader societal changes and a growing recognition of Islam as an integral part of Japan's multicultural tapestry. Historically, Japanese media often depicted Islam through the lens of security, influenced by global events such as the 9/11 attacks and subsequent geopolitical developments. Coverage was typically centered on issues like terrorism and extremism, contributing to a perception of Islam as a distant and foreign religion. However, recent years have seen a shift towards more positive and inclusive narratives. Media outlets now regularly feature stories about Ramadan celebrations, halal food markets, and Islamic cultural events, reflecting a broader acceptance and curiosity about Islamic traditions. One of the most visible manifestations of this change is the celebration of Ramadan in Japan. Tokyo Kami, the largest mosque in Japan, has become a focal point for both Muslims and non-Muslims during the holy month. The mosque hosts public iftar dinners, inviting people from all backgrounds to experience the communal spirit of breaking fast together. These events often feature Turkish and Middle Eastern cuisines, offering a unique culinary experience that introduces Japanese attendees to Islamic hospitality and traditions. The participation of non-Muslim Japanese citizens in these events indicates a growing interest and acceptance of Islamic practices in the country. The halal food sector in Japan has also seen significant growth, driven by both the resident Muslim population and an increasing number of Muslim tourists. Restaurants, supermarkets, and even karaoke establishments are now offering halal-certified options to cater to this demand. This expansion reflects a broader trend of cultural integration, where Islamic dietary laws are respected and accommodated in mainstream Japanese society. Moreover, Islamic cultural elements are gradually being incorporated into Japanese pop culture, with references to Islamic art, music, and fashion appearing in various media forms. Educational institutions and media outlets are playing a crucial role in reshaping perceptions of Islam in Japan. Universities are offering courses on Islamic studies, and media programs are featuring stories that highlight the contributions of Muslims to Japanese society. These initiatives aim to provide a more balanced and informed perspective on Islam, moving beyond stereotypes and fostering a culture of mutual respect and understanding. The evolving portrayal of Islam in Japanese media and pop culture signifies a move towards a more inclusive and multicultural society. As Japan continues to grapple with demographic changes and globalization, the integration of diverse cultural and religious practices will be essential in shaping the nation's future identity. The positive representation of Islam in media serves not only to inform, but also to celebrate the rich tapestry of cultures that contribute to Japan's unique societal fabric. Over the past 3 decades, the global Muslim population has experienced remarkable growth, increasing nearly tenfold from approximately 30,000 in the 1990s to nearly 300,000 in 2025. This surge has been driven by a combination of high birth rates, youthful demographics, and regional population dynamics. In this analysis, we delve into the factors contributing to this significant rise and explore the implications for the future. One of the primary contributors to the rapid increase in the Muslim population is the high fertility rates observed in many Muslim-majority countries. For instance, countries in sub-Saharan Africa, such as Nigeria and Somalia, have some of the highest fertility rates globally. These elevated birth rates have led to a substantial natural increase in the Muslim population. The Muslim population is notably younger compared to other religious groups. This youthful demographic contributes to higher birth rates and a larger proportion of the population entering reproductive age, further accelerating population growth. Significant population increases have been observed in regions like sub-Saharan Africa and parts of Asia. For example, Nigeria's Muslim population has seen substantial growth due to both high fertility rates and a large Muslim population base. Similarly, countries in the Middle East and North Africa have experienced demographic shifts contributing to the overall rise in the Muslim population. Looking ahead, the Muslim population is projected to continue its upward trajectory, albeit at a slightly slower pace due to declining fertility rates in some regions. However, the overall trend indicates that Islam will remain one of the fastest-growing religions globally. This demographic shift will have profound implications for global cultural, political, and economic landscapes. Japan's Muslim community is experiencing significant growth, with the population estimated at approximately 350,000 as of early 2024. This expansion brings both challenges and opportunities as Islam becomes an increasingly visible part of Japan's multicultural landscape. In Japan, cremation is the norm, with over 99.9% of the deceased being cremated. This presents a significant challenge for Muslims, who adhere to burial practices as prescribed in Islamic law. Currently, there are only a limited number of Muslim cemeteries across the country, and local governments often face opposition when proposing new burial sites due to cultural and logistical concerns. The demand for halal food is rising in Japan, driven by both the local Muslim population and international visitors. However, the halal certification process is not standardized nationwide, leading to inconsistencies in what is considered halal. While some institutions and businesses have adopted halal practices, there is a need for a more unified approach to halal certification to ensure authenticity and accessibility. The new generation of Muslims in Japan, often children of immigrants or converts, faces the challenge of balancing their Islamic identity with Japanese cultural norms. They may experience a sense of being caught between two worlds, navigating the expectations of their religious upbringing and the societal pressures of mainstream Japanese culture. Japan's engagement with Muslim-majority countries has been historically positive, focusing on mutual respect and understanding. Islam can serve as a diplomatic bridge, fostering stronger ties through cultural exchange, educational collaboration, and shared economic interests. The growing Muslim presence in Japan offers an opportunity to deepen these international relationships. As Japan becomes more diverse, Islam can contribute to the country's multicultural fabric. Muslim communities are actively involved in social welfare, education, and interfaith dialogue, promoting a more inclusive society. Their participation in various sectors helps challenge stereotypes and fosters a deeper understanding of Islamic culture among the broader Japanese population. The future of Islam in Japan hinges on addressing the challenges of burial practices, halal certification, and the integration of the new Muslim generation. By embracing Islam's potential as a diplomatic tool and an integral part of a multicultural society, Japan can pave the way for a harmonious coexistence that respects diversity and promotes mutual understanding. Islam in Japan is not merely a matter of numbers or structures. It embodies a profound journey of cultural integration and spiritual resilience. From its introduction in the 9th century through trade routes to its establishment in the late 19th century, Islam's presence in Japan has evolved significantly. The Kobe Mosque, built in 1935, stands as a testament to this enduring legacy. Despite facing challenges such as wartime confiscations and natural disasters, it has remained a beacon of faith and community. Similarly, the Tokyo Mosque, completed in 2000, symbolizes the harmonious blend of Islamic tradition and Japanese architectural aesthetics. Today, Japan is home to over 230,000 Muslims, making Islam the fastest-growing religion in the country. This growth is reflected in the increasing number of mosques, which have risen from 15 in 1999 to 133 by 2023. These mosques serve not only as places of worship, but also as centers for cultural exchange and community support. For instance, the Kobe Mosque has been instrumental in promoting interfaith dialogue and providing assistance during natural calamities. The Muslim community in Japan is diverse, comprising individuals from over 100 countries, including Indonesia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Iran. A significant portion of this community consists of Japanese converts, often referred to as hybrid Muslims, who navigate the dual identities of being both Japanese and Muslim. Their experiences reflect the broader narrative of Islam in Japan, a story of adaptation, perseverance, and coexistence. In a society where Shinto and Buddhism have historically predominated, Islam's presence is a testament to Japan's evolving cultural landscape. The Muslim community continues to contribute to the nation's social fabric, offering unique perspectives and fostering a more inclusive society. As Japan moves forward, the story of Islam serves as a reminder of the nation's capacity for embracing diversity and finding strength in its multifaceted identity. In conclusion, Islam in Japan is not just about statistics or structures. It is about the enduring spirit of a community that has found its place in the land of the rising sun. Through resilience, adaptation, and mutual respect, Islam has illuminated its own path in Japan, contributing to the nation's rich tapestry of cultures and beliefs. Thanks for watching until the end. I hope it was useful. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.